Time is a factor, so it's time to count.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show.
Even before your first career day in school, you knew you wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. You crushed the ball off a tee, dominated Little League. Fast forward to high school, and you can do it all on the diamond. The road to the show should be a breeze, right? Think again. Out of over 450,000 high school athletes a year, 8% will play in college. After that, it gets even tougher. Only 5% of college players get drafted, and just 14% of those drafted actually make it to the majors. So after high school, you're looking at a 0.062% chance of making it to the big leagues. Too much math? Look at it this way. It's harder to get here than it is to get here. Ready to be the next Rocket, Swanson, or Skeens? To be the next Helton, Cruz, or Cole? Think you got what it takes to keep pushing beyond what others think is possible? To leave your mark on the game forever? Ready to pave your road to the show? Let's go.
Welcome to High School Baseball on the Show, live from the Stellar Sports Complex. It's Senior Day, a time to celebrate these graduating athletes and their remarkable baseball journey. I'm Ben Gelman, and I'm thrilled to be bringing you this milestone matchup. Stay with us for what promises to be an exciting game and an emotional day as we bid farewell to these upperclassmen playing in their final regular season game. And here at the plate, Jose Bermudez.
Batting third, catcher, Jose Bermudez.
Runner on the go. Ouch, that one drills the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. One gone and a runner on at first. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Cash Money.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Today, of course, Senior Day, a time of reflection for these athletes, including the young man at the plate, who is no doubt looking back on the path that brought him here. Hit hard on a line. And there's 2 down. Runner at first, nobody out.
Hey, drive him in.
Money. Pro scouts are currently projecting him to be a late-round pick in the upcoming draft. He'll definitely have a shot at playing pro ball, but the college route might be the better choice.
Put a good swing on it. Here we go.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. 0-2, and the delivery. Hard contact, this one driven deep to right. Back there. And that one becomes property of the Beast. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they tie it up. It's 2-2. Just what they needed. That homer revitalized them and made this a brand new ball game. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you saw right there what happens when you miss.
One down. One down.
Here's the 1-1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To second, that's 1. Return throw to first. Out. Double play, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. We're tied in this one, 2-2. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money. He's already gone yard in this game.
Here we go right here. No one better. No one better.
Hey, let it rip right here.
And that's a fair ball. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. To second, but it's offline. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was
Now
smoked.
batting second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Richard Grimes.
Hey, drive him in for us. Let's go. We need you.
Now a pop-up on the infield, Lima. And there's 2 away.
Now batting catcher, Calvin Shelley.
Man at second here with 2 away. Calvin Shelley now at the plate. On the ground to the left, Rosa. Throw to first in time. And with the inning over, that'll keep more runs from coming in. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. Already a homer for him in this one.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Hey, square one up. One time.
That one smashed to left field. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. Here's the relay to the plate. And he's safe. Tie ball game. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and he maintains focus and delivers with a great swing. The winning run on second base.
Here you go.
Up the middle. Dives, but it's off the glove. No throw, and they come away without an out. And I want to go back to thinking up the middle like I'd been talking about, because right there you saw a great example of what that can do for you. That ball was hit really well, and that's a swing evaluators love to see. brings it in for the third out. 2 runners left. 1 out and 2 on. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Ryan Reyes. Here's the 2-2. And there's a hit. Runner around third. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect. And we'll ground ball, this one should do it. And that'll wrap it up. An emotional day at the ballpark, but they fall short on senior day. Money was simply remarkable in this one, even if it wasn't enough to get the win on senior day. What an unreal individual performance on a day he'll never forget. With college coaches and scouts looking on, he put on a hitting display for the ages, proving that he has the skill set to play at the next level. Welcome to the show. It's the high school playoffs live from Rush Peak Field. Both these teams have battled their way through a grueling season, showcasing their skills, determination, and passion for the game. Now it's time for them to leave it all on the field in pursuit of the championship. First pitch coming up next. Money digs in now. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Defense will need to be sharp to keep them from crossing the plate. First pitch, that's in for a strike. This could be a big moment in this game. A hit swings it toward the offense, but failing to capitalize gives a lot of momentum back to the pitcher.
You got that.
Lined, and that's a base knock. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one popped up. And there's one down. That's one he'd like to have back for sure. A couple of runners in scoring position, and he wasn't able to square one up. Certainly one to file away in the memory bank. Try to learn from it.
Keep it going. Clutch up for us.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Base hit. One run is in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. One out and runners on the corners. Now it's the shortstop, Paul Dew. The 0-1. In the dirt, but blocked. No action on the bases, the count even at 1. First inning has been a grind, 23 pitches now.
Let her rip one time.
To the right side. That's a base hit as a run scores. Lead runner's around second. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. First and second, one away. Chris Musser, the next to hit.
Center fielder, Chris Musser.
Throw him the dark one.
Here's the payoff pitch. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. Scores easily. Pulls into second safely, one out. Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Right there, we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut.
See it? Drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. Laced down the line, should be extra bases. Coming to the plate. One runs in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. Picks himself up an RBI. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Nobody out and runners at second and third.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here.
Here comes the 0-1. Ripped to third. In plenty of time to first. So up next, Calvin Shelley.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you here.
Swing and a high fly to left. This one carrying. Pulls it down. Runners tag up from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-1. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. They put two. Now,
Plays it
Aaron
first now.
Pineda.
Be patient.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Base hit. Runner around third.
Got it.
Comes in to score.
Out on the tag.
Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. 2 outs, and the base is
Hey,
loaded.
big mama right here. We need you. Here we go.
See it, drive it, let's go. Right here. Let's go, give it a ride here, let's go.
And a rocket down the line. And foul ball. Fly ball very deep to right field. It's got a chance, and that one becomes property of the beast. It just got out of here. It's 9-2. Grand slams are always exciting. It doesn't matter what the score is. That one had to feel great. It's always nice to see a team effort come together like this. They set the table for him, and he unloaded the bases with the grand slam. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Money will hit next. He's already homered in this ballgame. That's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third, runners at the corners, nobody out. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the out. That's a base hit, run scores. Shelley now at the plate.
Here we go, ducks on the pond. Let's get it done.
2-2 pitch. Rolls away a little bit.
Hey, your pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. And it drops in. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. Sometimes shortening up on your swing can pay off. It certainly did for him right there. Not an approach we see that much nowadays. This next at bat looms very large. 1-2 now. Up the middle. Glove flip to second. To first, safe. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. 1 away and a runner at first. Gabe Lynn getting ready to hit.
Gabe Lynn.
Ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. This is a relentless lineup, top to bottom. They were down pretty far in this one, but he and his teammates just keep fighting back. Money digs in now. First and third with nobody out. A dangerous situation for the defense. Hit on the ground to the right side. Off balance feed, there's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. And next, the cleanup hitter, Richard Grimes. And that'll wrap it up as their season comes to an end. A valiant effort, but they fall short of the title game. Money with a standout performance in the loss. Tough way for his high school career to end, but he can hold his head high knowing he gave it his all. This kid showed the baseball world that today wasn't the end, but a launching pad into his playing future.
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network. It's Greg Amsinger and my guy, Harold Reynolds. Are you ready for the MLB Draft Combine?
I love it, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's always so exciting. It's right around the corner. What can we expect from this year's event, Harold?
Well, the biggest thing, obviously, you got the top talent in the country coming here to the Combine. You got all 30 teams represented. You have scouts and executives who are making the decisions. I think the biggest thing overlooked is the time they spend talking with the players.
Right.
But obviously, you'll have the evaluations on the field, and we'll dive into that in a second.
It's not just a 24-hour event. This is a 4-day event held at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It really allows for those scouts, you just mentioned, to evaluate these players from both a traditional scouting perspective, let's call it the old eye test. We like the old eye test.
Yeah.
And with advanced tracking technologies and metrics, which are also very important.
Well, the metrics has really taken over, and teams are really using the metrics to be able to separate guys. Look, it doesn't matter what league you played in. You might have hit 500, but another guy played in another league, he hit 500, but you don't know how to evaluate those together. So the metrics come in to be a big part of that. So you're going to see the spin rates, the exit velocities, clearly the old school, how hard does somebody throw miles per hour. So those are the metrics that they will be going by and being able to measure guys.
And what about days 2 through 4? What's unique about that?
Well, the uniqueness of 2 through 4 are games where you get all this top talent and they play together on the same field at the same time. So I got a kid from Florida playing against a kid from Oregon, and you get a chance to really get the true evaluation in games. So days 2 through 4 are games.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Should be another great MLB Draft Combine this year. We're looking forward to it, obviously. We can't wait to see who grabs our attention. We'll see you in Arizona.
The road to Major League Baseball dreams makes a stop here at the MLB Draft Combine, live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. With Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Jessica, we have a This is where the scouts really start paying attention to what these prospects have in their arsenal, Jessica.
Robert, this is a huge opportunity this young guy's career. I mean, scouts, realistically, they're looking for confidence in the batter's box. They also want to see balance, rhythm, timing of his swings. They're also looking to see his ability to hit the ball to different parts of the field.
Jessica, it's been a bit of a struggle so far for this young prospect.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is he's trying to find that comfort zone in the box. He's got a lot of movement in his load. It's throwing off his timing. That's probably the biggest thing because he's trying to do too much.
And also that could be symptomatic of nerves. That could be in play here as well.
Robert, that's exactly it. It's a crucial showcase, and hopefully he can make some of those adjustments and bounce back strong. He'll get a chance to redeem himself with the fielding drills next.
Infield drills at first base are starting up right now. A key position, Jessica, where you have the opportunity to pick up your teammates defensively, and it's my favorite position on the diamond because it's what I played growing up.
Well, and the biggest thing you got to have in that position, Robert, is positional awareness. Scouts are looking for that range, your ability to get to any ball, and honestly, you want to save your teammates from any potential throwing errors.
Jessica, so far, what's your assessment of this session? How's he doing?
This is such an underrated position, and I feel like what he's doing to be a huge asset for his team defensively at first base. The footwork, ability to get the ball and make a play, plus excellent arm accuracy.
Yeah, this guy seems to have the goods. Always nice as an infielder to know that if your throw's a little bit off over to first, he can pick you up.
Absolutely. It changes the entire dynamic of a defense. He's also showing that he belongs at this
pro level.
All
right, back here with Jessica Mendoza. And Jessica, this young prospect just wrapped up day one. The hitting, the fielding. What did you think of his performance?
You know, the biggest thing is day
Welcome to Game 1 of the MLB Draft Combine on the Cash Money will hit next. This is a prime opportunity right here. Hard ground ball, base hit. One runs in, throw to the plate, but it's offline. Dan Whitey now at the plate. Two. Tapped out in front of the plate. And plenty of time to first. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Next up, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Marquez. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one popped up. Mitre under it. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, William Long. And he delivers. Up the middle, and there's a hit. Coming around third. Scores with ease. Reaches second with 1 away. Runner at second here with 2 gone. And now, Cash Money. Drove in 2 with a single the first time up. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. They limit the damage here. Next up, Mark Fox. Two outs and the base is loaded. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw. Safe. Not in time to get him. And it's first and third with 2 away. Back here at Chase Field. And here at the plate, Cash Money. Aye! Line drive. And a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Dan Whitey digs in now.
Two the count.
In the dirt, but blocked. And that'll get down for a hit. They get the force for out number 1. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. 1 on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Ripped into the outfield. And it gets by. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores easily. Whitey, the next to hit. 2-2 now. Swings and flares it. Base hit. Into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corners, still nobody out. Marquez getting ready to hit. Got him looking. 1 gone now in the top of the 6th. That slider turned him into the house by the side of the road, as Ernie Harwell might say. Great pitch. And here is Patrick McKinley. Grounds this one to the right side. That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Fox now at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. To first, might be 2 here. Over to second for 1. Plenty of time at first, that's a double play. That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. This one is labeled. And there's 1 down. We're back here at the ballpark. At the plate, Cash Money. A frozen rope. 1 away. That's such a frustrating. 2 outs and runners at first and second. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Andres Cortez. There's a strike.
0-1.
Cortez will hit next. And the tying run at second. It's a pop-up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. Ball game. Welcome to Game 2 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Another chance for these prospects to show what they're made of as we creep closer to draft day. First pitch is just around the corner. And now, cash money. Lined, and that's a base hit. One run's in, coming to the plate. He'll score 2. Not in time, he's safe. Whitey getting ready to hit. Nobody out, and runners at second and third. Right side. Handles the chance. On the run, spinning through to first. And they get the out. Nicely done. Marquez, the next to hit. McKinnon. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Back here in the desert, and here's the first baseman, Cash Money. Swing and a high fly to left. One down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cash Money, 1 for 2. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. In safely with a double, second of the day. And now it's going to be Dan Whitey. The pitch. This one's in the dirt. Runner at second with nobody out. This one popped up. And there's one away. And now the DH, Giancarlo Marquez. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got the strikeout looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Man at second here with 2 away. Patrick McKinley digs in now. And pops it up. Hop. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but the runner is stranded. 5 innings down. So 2 down. Money now at the plate. Line, and that's a base knock. And that extends the inning. So up next, Dan Whitey. The 2-2, runner on the move. On a line for a base hit. Lead runner turns at second, and now runners on the corners with 2 away. Next up, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Marquez. And the 1-1. Swing, ground ball out to short. There in plenty of time ends the inning. So digging in, Michael Hopp. That one down the line. Money over to second, now to first, and it's a double play. That's what you love to see from a reliever out of the pen, a double play on the first batter faced. The manager probably feels pretty good about that decision right now. Hop. There's one. Out. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 2 outs and a runner at first. And here at the plate, Brian Acevedo.
1-1-1.
Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Caldwell will hit next. Valentine is just 1 strike away. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. Comes across to score. To third, tag, out. Money getting ready to hit. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. Bash down the right side, but foul. Tying run waits at the plate. Wallops this one out towards right center. That's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes in to score. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Whitey, the next to hit. 0-1 now. In the dirt, but blocked. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner stays put. Here comes the 1-1. In the air to right, and that should do it. Ball game. Money played great despite the team loss. Knocked in 3 runs for him. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. Welcome to Game 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. I'm Ben Gelman. One final opportunity. Money, the next to hit. Runner at second, 2 down. In the air to the right. And that's the end of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Rich Weeks. Ground ball, left side, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money. So 1 on now with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Dan Whitey. Two and two, here's the pitch.
We got a full count.
In the dirt, but blocked. Righty comes to the plate. Skies it to right field. Makes the catch. Here's the throw. Throw behind the runner and doubled off. It's 1 run. First and second, 1 away. Cash Money getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Line drive, could be extra bases. Runner around third. Runner scores and they have the lead. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Dan Whitey digs in now. Line drive for a base hit. 1 run comes across. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. And now, Giancarlo Marquez. Fly to left, Murillo drifts towards it. 2 down. So 2 on and 2 out. And here's the catcher, Patrick McKinley. Another full count pitch. In there, got the strikeout looking. That ends. Now it's the second baseman, Julian Velasco. And the tying run's at the plate. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Feed to second for 1. On to first, double play. That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. Money now at the plate. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Gets to the pitcher covering the bag. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. 2 away, and the bases are loaded. And now the switch-hitting catcher, Andreas Vaccaro. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run crosses the plate. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Bottom of the inning, at the plate, Steve Aquino. And the tying run at second. Fly ball to right. Franco. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Not in time. The tying run stands at third with 1 out. A fly ball could knot this one up. Money, the next to hit. Liner to left. Settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags from third. To the plate. Safe. And we are tied. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Andres Cortez. Left field. Right there to make the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline, and this ball game is over. A thrilling finish in the 11th inning. A lot of minor league players with an opportunity like that, they'll grip the bat a little too tight, maybe hit a pop-up or a weak dribbler, or even strike out. But he made good enough contact that they were able to get the sac fly and bring in the winning run. Your final score in this game.
With the sixth pick of the first round, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Cash Money, a first baseman from the Central Region.
All right, we're moving along here in the first round, and it's a high school player taken with this most recent pick. Harold, this is a young man that we saw at the MLB Draft Combine. He got a lot of people talking about him at that event. He was great.
Well, the Combine is the reason you go there, to raise your draft stock. He was outside the first round, but he did so well at the Combine, so many eyes on him, that it took him and propelled him now into the first round.
Now, we hear signability issues connected to him for a while. He is committed to play college baseball at a terrific college baseball program. What do you think will happen here?
Well, he's always been a kid who aspires for the top, right? He wants to be that #1 overall pick, not just a first rounder. So maybe he goes to college to chase that carrot and see if he has a possibility to be the #1 pick overall. But either way, I think he's excited to be drafted today.
Yeah, that's a decision for another day. On this day, he's celebrating being a first-round pick.
Live from the ballpark at Omaha, MLB The Show brings you Game 1 of the College Baseball Championship. It's the UCLA Bruins and the TCU Horned Frogs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, today one of college baseball's brightest stars looks to spring up draft boards at his team's quest for a national championship.
Yeah, Boog, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he handles it. What an amazing opportunity in a high-stakes setting. Biggest week of his young career.
First pitch coming your way next. Cash Money steps in now for TCU. What a journey he's been on to get to this point, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, he's really carried this TCU program on his shoulders. A tremendous four-year career, and then to cap off his senior season with a trip to Omaha.
And now this is down for a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Makes the catch. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. Nicholson back to work. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Now the left fielder, Aaron Pagan. Move to first. Money dives back in, but they got him. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the left fielder, Aaron Pagan. That one in the dirt and gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Got it! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. So 2 down. Cash Money steps in now for TCU, Singy. And first offering is fouled off.
I love seeing these outstanding young athletes out there on college's biggest stage. Just goes to show you what hard work, dedication, and pure love for the game can do.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Pagan now at the plate.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. You go.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. No throw, and everyone is safe.
Now batting, center fielder, Alan Stowey.
And now Alan Stowitz.
And you be right here now. Here we go.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner at first with 2 away. Cash Money will hit next.
Cash Money.
On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So digging in, Aaron Pagan. Line to left. Dudley makes the catch. And that is that. Man at first, Gaylord Howard digs in now. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, base is empty. And now here is Jock Middleton. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. They get the victory. What a way to start their journey here in Omaha. Money was simply remarkable in this one, Singy.
Yeah, really impressive performance, Boog. Helped his team get the win their first time out here in Omaha. What an unreal effort on a day he'll never forget. With scouts looking on, this guy put on a hitting display for the
Live from the ballpark at Omaha, we're ready for Game 2 of the College Baseball Championship. It's the Tennessee Volunteers going up against the TCU Horned Frogs. 2 on, 1 out. Moses getting ready to hit. And he deals. Base hit into the outfield. Quinones rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. To third, tag, got him. Cash Money steps in now for TCU, Singy. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Oh, 1 now. Liner snagged at first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. So up next, Shu Erdman. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. The throw in. And he's out. First and second, 1 out. Money will hit next. The Pirates selected him out of high school, but he chose college ball instead. Pretty cool to see it paying off for him, Singy. A shot at the Natty.
Yeah, Boog, what an opportunity he's got here this week, trying to cap off his college.
This one driven into the outfield. Could score a pair. 1 runs in. Egan headed for the plate. The relay. He scores to tie it up. It's 4-4.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dives, and it gets by. Money around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him that at bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Diving stop at first. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield.
Money dives back in, but they got him. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. He was actually selected in the MLB draft out of high school, but decided to go the college route instead.
Yeah, Boog, you love to see it, and he's looking to up his stock his second time in the draft. I was able to do that, know exactly the situation that he's in right now. He's doing it all while working towards his college degree. Much respect for that choice.
That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Aaron Pagan. Bruno over to first. Money back on a dive. 4 runs already in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th.
Runner.
To second, and he's out. Then they're happy to just get off the And now the right fielder, Nicholas Allen. Tran is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that'll do it. They get the victory to move to 2-0 here in Omaha. Money with a solid performance today, Singy.
Yeah, he certainly got the job done, Boog, as they notched another win to move to 2-0 here in Omaha.
You got this. Yep. Let's do it.
Greetings from the ballpark. Cash Money steps in now for TCU, Singy. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Pride moving under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. Alan Stoitz, the next to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't...
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Go to second. Out there. So two in scoring position with one out. Pride getting ready to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Welcome back to the ballpark at Omaha. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money. Boggs back to work. Liner to second and picked on the hop. It's there, and that's a great play. First and second, 1 out. Money now at the plate. He'll likely hear his name called in the early rounds of the upcoming draft, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, he's got what it takes to be a solid big leaguer down the road. Good showing so far here in Omaha.
Snags it on the run. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. 1 down, runner at first. Next is switch hitting first baseman, Cash Money. 1 for 3. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. A 2-run shot, and that's how they take the lead. It's 4-3. You know, Singy, this is one of those moments they'll talk about for years. He's loving every second of that celebration with his teammates.
Yeah, Boog, that's some high-end joy right there. And nothing like creating lifelong memories on the biggest collegiate stage. This is his last run, doing everything he can to try and bring home a championship for his school.
Absolutely awesome.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Sammy Huber. On the ground, and this should do it. And that chance handled, and that's the ball game. They get the victory and move on to the national championship game. What a run for this team. Money was simply remarkable in this one, Singy.
Just an impressive performance, Boog, helping his team move on to the national.
So runner at second, 2 down. Zavala getting ready to hit. Hoffman on at second with 2 down. To the mound. It hit him. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. Base is empty, one away. Cash Money steps in now for TCU, Singy. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
One gone, runner at first. Aaron Pagan, the next to hit. Move to first. Money back in on a dive. Question for you, Singy. How many players who won a college title went on to win a World Series?
See, I don't know how many, but I know who did it most recently.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. Throw to second. He's safe. Money over at second. One down. Swing and a ground ball. Bowman tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Just got him on that one.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here's the center fielder, Alan Stoitz. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
One out, one out. Keep him guessing up there. Hey, let's go right here. Be patient.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one.
That's it out.
To first. Nice pick. Double play. And that's the inning. One down. Now, Cash Money. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. Now here is Heather Dunham.
Throw him a chair right here. Nobody here. Nobody.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey, all right. Here we go now.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up. He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. He flips it to second in time. Relay to first, double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
That's a hit! And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Everything came together for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So digging in, Aaron Pagan. Lind is just 1 strike away. A swing and a soft liner. And a base hit right there. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's the final out. Their quest for a national title ends as they fall short here in Omaha.
Well, tough way to go out, Boog, but national runner-up is a great